Hello, everyone. I'm here to show you Google Classroom for beginner teachers. So, if you've never used Google Classroom before, this is for you. If you have used Google Classroom before, you probably don't have to watch this video, or at the very least, you might want to help one of your fellow teachers who've never seen it. But I digress. So, to get to Google Classroom, the first thing we're going to do is go to the Runnymede homepage. Now, I set this up especially for our younger students. From the Runnymede homepage, if you go to Students, you can select Google Classroom. And if you've never logged in before, this is what Google Classroom looks like the first time you come. It tells you who you're signed in as. I'm signed in as a Vols teacher. My actual teaching account has been set up for Google Classroom already, so I created this account. Now, this is an important question. If you are a teacher, you must select teacher. I know it sounds funny, but if you mess this up, it's actually very difficult to fix. It's possible. Anything's possible. But make sure you select teacher. Okay. And now I have Google Classroom. There it is. Uh, because we want to actually get your students involved in your Google Classroom, we've got to create our first class. Now, if I hit this plus sign, it asks, do I want to join a class or create a class? Some of you guys might be in Barb's share around class, and that's wonderful. Uh, so that's a reason why you join a class for professional development. But if you have never joined a class before and you're creating a class for the first time, you're going to click Create Class. And I'm going to call this class My Wonderful Demo Class. Oops. Section Awesome. Subject Too cool to mention. All right. So now I've created my class. And once the internet is done, all right, you can see my wonderful demo class. All right, and it wants to give me a little tour. I'm not going to bother with a tour right now because, well, that's what I'm going to do for you. If you want to take the tour after this, feel free. Okay. Now, there's a couple of key things I want to draw your attention to. Number one is the Students tab. All right. Here, you can set your class permissions. Like, do you want to allow students to post? Do you want to only allow students to comment on your posts? Or do you want to make it so only you, the teacher, can post? All right. But more importantly is this join code here, 50 WHSP. Um, Using that code, students can add you as their teacher. This works wonderfully in the middle school, but Ms. Seckinger the other day did a wonderful job by inviting her students to Google Classroom. So if you hit that Invite Students button, you can look up students by their username. So if I just search R23, I'll get all of the R23 users here. Um, if you type R23 Olivia here, now I'm only going to get the Olivias with that username. So that's one way you can do that. Now, if you select them and invite the students, when they get there, they'll just have to accept your invitation. If you want to just use the join code, that's very easy too. They'd log in for the first time, select student, and then just punch this code in. Um, from experience, I can tell you that in the elementary grades, it's much, much easier to invite the students ahead of time. This About section is where you can also invite a teacher to your class. So if you're co-teaching or if you have a paraprofessional that you want in the room with you, this is the way to do it. And it works the same way. You just hit invite teacher, and then you can invite your friend, your colleague, anyone you want. Okay. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to assign work.